Learning about American government and politics from scratch. Today's lesson: presidential power. Learning from scratch. Presented by Citizen U. Assessing presidential power is not easy, especially when you look at the differences between his formal and informal powers. The formal powers of president are found in Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution. Remember, the framers feared monarchy as much as they feared anarchy. This helps explain why Article 2 of the Constitution creates a relatively weak president. When looking at the powers as addressed in Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution, the President of the United States is the Commander-in-Chief of the Army, but Congress controls the budget and also declares war. According to Article 2, the President must give a State of the Union address every year, convene special sessions of Congress, which rarely happens, grant pardons, receive ambassadors, and faithfully execute the laws. When looking at the U.S. Constitution, the President's formal powers, one is not impressed. But looking at today's impressively powerful presidents, where does this power come from? Today, a president's power is found in his informal powers. Political scientists like to call this the president's bully pulpit. The president's informal powers are best found in his ability to politic, persuade Congress, but also to use public opinion. If approval ratings are high, presidential power is high. Let's take a look at presidential public approval. Presidents serve 4-year terms. Their approval ratings tend to peak right around election time. History suggests their approval ratings tend to go down over the course of their term. This is why presidents often fight hardest to pass their agenda in the first 100 days of their presidency. So why do public approval ratings tend to go down? Why is it difficult for presidents to maintain high approval ratings except around election time? We know this is difficult because of a watchdog media and the scandals that tend to come up. We also know that when the economy dips, presidents take the blame. But perhaps most of all, presidents make so many promises during the election, the electorate has what's called an expectations gap. Most presidents cannot live up to all their promises. But we know in our lifetime there have been, in fact, powerful presidents. What makes the difference? What allows presidential approval ratings to go up? Certainly if the economy goes up, presidents are quick to take the credit. If foreign policy successes occur, presidents take the credit. But their ability to manipulate the media's messages, to spin stories to favor the president, this helps explain why presidents and their public approval go hand in hand with their power. Let's not forget, however, there's a significant limit on the president's ability to be powerful. The 22nd Amendment limits the president to 2 4-year terms. This is a significant limit of presidential power. So let's go back and review. The president's power is a very simple equation. President times. The times, many of which are outside of the president's control. The economy, a foreign policy that's been in place for years. These factors make it very difficult for the president to control his own public approval. The equation of a powerful president, president times, determines if the president is in fact powerful. A president's power is not found in his formal powers, but in his informal powers. And whether or not today the president is powerful, president times equals, that's the big question when assessing presidential power. Learning about American government and politics from scratch. Today's lesson: presidential power. Learning from scratch. Presented by Citizen U.